Okay, I'm back. Headed to Middlebury, Jayco plant to pick up a unit. It's actually going up to a dealership in Appleton. I've never delivered to this dealership, so that's kind of cool. And it's not in the normal family of dealerships that I deliver to. So that part of it, I'm not sure as far as like their inspection process. Wow, that guy almost hit me. He was in my lane. But as far as like their inspection process, I'm not sure, how that's going to look and what kind of time it's going to take. But I should get there between 3 and 4. So hopefully, I gotta look and see what time they close at. But either way, I can do a night drop if I have to. I think it's around a 30-foot Jayco I'm pulling. But I'll do a video, and I'm gonna do like a good inspection, like I've been doing the last one. Good pictures, good video. That way, I can keep covering myself on that. I spoke about that in the last video with the issue I had at one of the dealerships. Haven't had any news on that yet, but we'll see what happens there. So I will have a load for tomorrow because there's month-end dealerships want to get these units to them. So I'll for sure have a load tomorrow, and I'll probably do one over the weekend. So pretty busy, which is good. I'll end up with minimum 3 loads this week, but probably end up with 4. This I gotta look again, but this one pays today somewhere above 600, somewhere in the 600s. I gotta look and see. I looked yesterday, and because I had never been to this dealership, so it's about a 3-hour deadhead back home. So for me, 2 longer deliveries so far this week, with going up to Green Bay on Tuesday, and then today being Thursday going up to Appleton. A little bit longer loads for me, but I'll be at over 1,300 for the 2 days. And then we'll see where I go tomorrow and probably the weekend, and we'll see kind of what I can gross for the week. But starting out good. Hopefully it'll stay good, but we'll kind of see how it goes. Other than that, that's about it. Like I said, I'll do the walk around video when I get there. I don't think it's supposed to be windy or snowy or anything today. It's actually in Chicagoland. I think it's going to get up to like 50. The sun is out, which is nice. So pretty overall nice day. I don't think there's any wind. Definitely not like it was on Tuesday, where I was dealing with 51 mile an hour winds. That was brutal. I'd be okay if I don't ever have to deal with that again, especially while towing. Even deadheading back from the dealership, the wind was blowing the truck around. Like it was windy. So I feel bad for the guys that I saw pulling like park models and stuff that day. I hope that they just got off the road, because that's not fun. Those park models aren't fun to pull even without any wind, let alone throwing high winds in there. So like I said, I saw some guys leaving Indiana. Maybe they were going south or west and they weren't dealing with the wind anyways, but if they were going north through like Chicago into Wisconsin, they were dealing with the wind I was dealing with, and that was not fun. So, but yeah, that's it so far for this video, and we'll like I said, we'll do an inspection once we get there. Alright, doing an inspection. A little bit of dirt. I don't see any actual damage. Everything looks good. Awning. It's a big trailer. It's about 36 feet long and I think like 7,300 pounds. It's locked up already, so Guess I gotta find the keys. I was gonna show the inside of it. Everything else, this looks like a really nice trailer though. Pretty big. Nice little side door here. Let's see. I don't know where the keys are for it. If it's locked up, I'm gonna have to look into that. But yeah, you can see here. Let me get it to focus out. 35 feet, 6.75 inches, and 73/16 on the weight. So pretty decent sized unit. Everything looks good. One big slide it looks like, and a really nice trailer. Nice wheels on this one. But I do need to find these keys. So far, both doors look locked. So figure out what's going on. Maybe this isn't locked. Try this again, but otherwise we'll figure out what's going on here. Definitely feels like it's locked. Alrighty, I'm gonna get this figured out, but yeah, it's a nice unit. Nice big unit. Alright, I got this trailer hooked up. Unfortunately, I think the keys are locked inside the trailer, so I'm gonna go back to the main office and see if they've got a master key to unlock. I just want to verify that there are keys with the unit before I take off. But it's a warm day here. You can see the parking lot's just an absolute mess. It's muddy, nasty, and it is really bumpy in here. They need to smooth this thing out. But yeah, that's hopefully they'll have a master. We'll get it unlocked and check, just verify that there's keys in it, because obviously I'm gonna usually my process is to grab the keys, throw it in the envelope, and lock up the doors. Anyways, you want those locked when you take off so they don't open up and start swinging. But yeah, so I'm gonna stop by. But you can see the parking lot. I mean, it's pretty full still. There's a lot of trailers, but there's a lot, like the last couple times I've been in here, there's been a lot of drivers in here grabbing trailers. So there's a lot of stuff getting moved. Everybody seems pretty busy. Every time I come in here lately, there's been like 4 or 5 drivers in at the same time. So that's a good sign, I think. Like I said, lots of trailers. So things are looking pretty good. I'll do a video update in a little bit, just kind of updating on the situation. Man, those bumps are bad. Updating on the situation, making sure I got the keys and everything like that. So, alrighty. This guy in front of me is pulling a triple axle park model, and we're doing a little bit over 60, but you can see it catching all that wind. He can't even keep it in the lane at 60 miles an hour. He's all over the road, and it's not that windy right now. It's fairly calm, but that thing, look at him going. I hope he's not going far. That is not going to be a fun drive for him, especially at 60 is probably the max he's going to be pulling that thing. He's in a single wheel short bed, so I'm sure the sway that he's getting, that's for sure dually territory. Alright, here's the 35, almost 36 foot Jayco. Nice trailer, no damage on it. Good to go. Leaving out. Alright, picking up this 28J Flight. Let's see if the doors are hopefully not locked. Looks like a nice trailer. Alright, we got the keys. So not the same issue that we dealt with yesterday, except for they zip tie the keys pretty tight. I'm gonna have to cut that. Here, can't win. This looks nice. Let's see if we can get in there. Nice couch set up. Little table, kitchen. Looks like the bathroom's in the back. And the bedroom right here. Looks like there might be like a fireplace. TV. Very nice. Let's go check. Take a look at. It's nice and rainy and cold out here today. Big slide on this. Alright, so this one 7,042 pounds, 33 feet 1 inches. Sorry, it's not a zoom. There we go. Got everything hooked up. No damage on it. Got my tongue all set up there. Batteries on. Strapped down. Nice trailer. Like I said, it's a little bit rainy out here today. Parking lot's a muddy mess. Let's see if I can grab my knife and get the zip tie cut on that door there. Then we'll get it locked up and be on our way. Yeah, I got my trailer hooked up. Headed out of the yard now here at Jayco. A lot of guys in here right now, but I think a lot of them are moving units to storage or like other lots. They're just transporting them back and forth. Looks like a lot of guys from Indiana Transport in here, just transporting the trailers to their other lot. So a lot of stuff moved out of this yard at Jayco, and so end of the month, that kind of seems like the case. They want as much as they can out of the yard. I know for us, end of the month, my dispatcher's asking, how much can you move and stuff like that. So crummy day. It's raining. It's not that cold. It's only 38 degrees, so it's actually pretty warm, but it's feels cold because of the rain. So I'm soaked, trying to get this thing hooked up as fast as I could, but just still got soaked because it's not like it's not pouring, but it's a consistent rainfall, as you can see on the windshield. So like I said, a lot of transporters from Indiana Transport down here today. My sensors aren't picking it up because they're covered in rain or something, or mud from the parking lot. Just told me that they were not going to work, so cruise control isn't going to work, but it is what it is. This unit's going up to Green Bay, Suamico. So I was up there, I think on Tuesday when we had all that wind. So this is my third run of the week. All three have been longer runs. So this one pays $700. Earlier in the week I did this run for $700, and then the one I did yesterday was like somewhere about $600, $630, somewhere in there. So 3 loads, so 3 loads, 3 days, grossing just over $2,000. I haven't decided if I'm going to try to do a run this weekend. I hit my 2,000 that I try to gross in the week, and I did it in 3 days, which is nice. Obviously, if I do a 4th load, it could be considerably more than 2,000. Likely north of 2,500 or close to 3,000, depending on where I would go. So I'm going to try to make a decision here in the next hour or two so I can reach out for a load. But yeah, I'll update once I decide what I'm doing there. So hopefully uneventful trip other than the rain. So probably won't slow me down too much. Not going to need need to stop for fuel here in Indiana because I stopped on my way back in Wisconsin yesterday. I didn't need to. I could have made it home, but I figure I might as well stop where it's cheaper. So I filled up southern Wisconsin, drove home, and then drove out here, and I still have saying 82% fuel. So that likely will get me all the way up to Green Bay, and I'll probably fill up after I drop, unless I like need a break. Then I might stop and fill up and use the bathroom or whatever if I need to. But yeah, we'll do an update in a little bit. So another load headed out. All right, I got that unit dropped off up in Suamico near Green Bay. Everything went well. It was pretty windy, so it rained heavy all the way pretty much till I hit the Wisconsin border. And then all of a sudden it was sunny and nice, and but then the wind kicked up, so it was like, I don't know, I looked at it, said it was like 36 mile an hour winds, so it was windy all the way to the dealership. I'm not noticing it as much now. I don't have a trailer on, obviously, so but went smooth. Guy inspected it there, and signed off and everything, so we're good on that. I don't think I'm gonna do a load over the weekend. I think I'm just gonna run these 3 for the week. Like I said earlier, there are 3 longer loads, so gross will be over 2,000. And I'll get to spend some time with the family over the weekend. So I originally was planning to run it, and obviously if I did run a load, I could gross my highest gross ever, which would be nice. But I ran a load last weekend, so I don't know if I want to run 2 weekends in a row. I got family at home and stuff like that, young kids, so I'll probably just take the weekend off. If something changes, I will obviously do a video on that. I did get my oil change done, I think it was Wednesday, and I did my cabin air filter on Wednesday, so those maintenance items are done. I still need to do the crankcase ventilation filter, so I may do that this weekend. I'm not sure. I was kind of watching some videos on that, and it looks like I might have to disconnect the upper fuel filter housing to get to the crankcase ventilation filter. And if that's the case, then I may wait until I change the fuel filters again, since I'm already going to be working on that. But I'm going to watch a few more videos and see, if it's avoidable taking that upper fuel filter housing off. If I can do it and it's not that hard, then I'll probably just knock out the crankcase this weekend. If I do have to remove the fuel filter, then I'm going to wait probably like another 10,000 miles, and I'll do my fuel filters again. And then I do have that shorty antenna that I've been meaning to get put on, so I might do that this weekend as well, if I'm not running. So just get some stuff with the truck done, hopefully. And then I'll probably see about picking up a load on Monday. So I kind of like these 3 longer loads I did. It does make for a little bit longer day. Like I left my house at 7 p.m. and I'm gonna be getting home probably around like 6:45 p.m. So almost a 12-hour day. But doing 3 of those and grossing over $2,000. So you're essentially working 3 days a week, but grossing over $2,000 and then having 4 days off. That's not too bad, really. And then it gives gives me that option if I want to run like a fourth load. I can run the fourth load, still have 3 days off for the week, and gross 2,500 to 3,000. So like I said, I kind of like that. I need to change a little bit about what I'm doing, because if I can get home a little bit earlier than 7, that would be good. So next week, if I have any of these longer loads, I'll probably try to leave maybe like 5, so that I'm home around 5. Even 6 to 6 isn't bad. And honestly, I probably could knock it down. It doesn't have to be 12 hours. I got stuck at getting fuel. I pulled into the truck lanes because that's how I use my open roads, and it's just easier with a camper on. And there was trucks filling up, so I lost a little bit of time sitting there waiting for a lane to open up. And then I slowed it down a bit earlier because it was heavy, it was pretty heavy rain, and then hitting the high winds and stuff with the big, 34-foot trailer that I had. If I'm pulling like a 22-footer, 25-footer, you could probably knock. I'm trying to remember back for Tuesday. I don't think it was 12 hours on Tuesday, even with the high. It probably was because the high winds, but you could probably do it in 11 hours. And that load pays $700. So, if you do 3 of those, $2,100 for 3 days worth of work. 4 of those, $2,800. And if you have a CDL, you get paid 10% more. I think it's about 10% more. So something to keep in mind, at least with the company that I run for. If you have a CDL, you're getting paid more per load, no matter what you're pulling. So, like I said, if you had a CDL, you do that load 4 times in a week, you're making a couple $100 more than what I would make pulling that load. So it definitely makes a difference, like especially if you already have that CDL. It's nice to make a little bit extra money. So but that's all I got for this video. Everything went smooth. If you have any questions about anything, definitely throw them in the comments. I check those every day. I try to reply to everything. If you like the channel, definitely give it a follow, and like the video, and I'll keep making the content, so anybody that's interested in RV transport can kind of see what it's all about and decide if that's something that they want to do. I've been getting a lot of emails, so I put my email in the description for the channel, and that's like the best way to get a hold of me. So I have been getting a decent amount of emails. Some people just asking like who I run for and stuff like that. But then I've also gotten some people that have emailed me, letting me know what the companies that they run for are paying, and what loads they have and stuff like that. So I definitely always like talking to people. So if you do have interest in communicating with me outside of just commenting on the videos, my email is in the description for the channel. Feel free to email me, ask me any questions. If you need to get a hold of my dispatcher, I can get you in touch with him to see if we're hiring, and if you're a good fit for the company. So I definitely have no problem doing that. I'm not going to put it out on YouTube at this time.